Guys, it's Ben with Vossar Village Salvage, and welcome back to part two. As we go over repeatedly, I do not edit, so we have a part two video, and this is it. So, it creates a lure, it's a marketing thing, I don't know. So, going back to my New Hampshire, deal, very excited about the whole thing. We made tons of money on it. So, going back to, what happened this weekend in New York. We drove all the way down there. Guy's crusty, just like, I'm not gonna, you just need to show up and it's like, guy, I'm 500 miles away. So I decided to take a chance because he described some things he didn't have pictures of, didn't know how to take pictures of and send. It sounded kind of like the Holy Grail. A lot of these older people don't use Facebook. They hate Craigslist and they're men of their word. So the first, you kind of get the first Facebook marketplace idiot, so to speak, who just blows you off, treats you like dirt, beats you up on price, and doesn't show up. For these older people in that older generation, it's like, to heck with this. I'm not dealing with this. And then if you get 10 of them, they really like don't want to do it. So I really thought, you kind of get, you catch a few tips or you hear of and there's a few people who talked about this collection online. So I was like, oh, it's huge. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a waste of my time when I got there, but it wasn't normally what we're used to, triple or quadruple a return. We just got most of everything listed yesterday. There's a lot of older, vintage, rare stuff in it, but to justify, I got them down from 2,500 to 2,200, but to justify that price, I mean, not normally, we'll probably double and a half our money. Everything can't possibly be like, I gave him $100 and I'm making $2,000 on it. So our final conclusion, why did we go all the way to New York for chainsaws for kind of not a normal company deal? I'm running out. Sourcing's a problem. So we changed up some things, ran some ads, and we're getting a little bit of attention with that, and that's going to keep us going, and going back to keeping, in the back of your mind, responsibility of employees and the people you're responsible for. You're responsible for giving hours, you're responsible for making sure your check's clear, just general responsible stuff. Pay your bills, obviously. Threw that in there. So yeah, we're kind of running out. I'm looking at deals in Canada. I'm pondering a couple thousand, some of our largest deals ever on West Coast. How would that work out? I wouldn't say that our future was in WalmartSalvage.com. We got a resale license, which, yay, it's another thing to pay money on, and liquidation.com has still not refunded me for the crappy. I had to dispute it with my credit card. So I'm just kind of feeling sour on that, the wholesale liquidation. Our headphone lot, it's been long enough to kind of realize that it didn't really pan out. Like, we thought, crazy profit, this would be great. We're getting returns all over the map because we don't actually sit down with the product for 2 hours and play a video game with it. That's not practical. It works, okay, great, ship it off, it's tested. A lot of this stuff is kind of, it goes beyond that. It's, a lot of this stuff is not fully functional, or maybe after 45 minutes of heating up, it doesn't, they got returned and they're salvaged for a reason. I won't say all of it was, but a lot more than we anticipated, because originally you test everything, all right, you have, let's say 20% of it's utter garbage and the rest of it's like, wow, why'd they even get returned? Well, there was a reason. So I'd say our ratio is closer to probably 45% of it was great stuff and we made money on it. So yeah, so just going back to sourcing and finding tips. Right now we have a few leads. I have a guy driving up from New Hampshire to drop off a pile of, higher end chainsaws for Facebook Marketplace price. I got a few guys who are like, yeah, I'm going to check my grandfather's barn. He had a couple hundred saws. I don't know, I'll get back to you. That's awesome. That kind of stuff. It's, and maybe for the game seller, it's like, oh my gosh, grandma, her son left the house and the whole attic is filled with every video game and you could think of, still brand new in the box. Or maybe if you sell clothing, it's, a 1960s Prada that's up in the attic, and maybe it's a whole suitcase of it, or whatever it may be for you. It's sourcing. Make it fun. You know, if you don't have fun doing what you do, then probably your niche on eBay isn't really going to be, you know, fun. I mean, it's not going to be desirable. So I hope you guys learned something, and I thank you for watching part two. You know, we're all exclusive here, you know, marketing. I don't know. I don't know. So, what do you guys think I should do with the garage? eBay Palace. You think we should organize it better? We're kind of running out of space. You can see space, you know, and we have to get all those to that. And yeah, so I think instead of moving our warehouse and doing a different idea at a commercial location, we're going to build on this summer. Sky's the limit, man. Don't let anyone crap on your dreams. Have a nice, safe week. And stay warm if you live in Maine.